In the heart of the mountains of Santander, in the municipality of Cabrera, many children grow up surrounded by nature, tradition, and hope. However, something essential is missing from their daily lives: books. Distances, the lack of nearby libraries, and limited economic conditions mean that reading is not always within their reach. But what if reading could travel to them? What if every story could become a living, creative, and shared experience? In Cabrera, as in many rural areas of Colombia, reading is not always part of daily life. Many homes have no books, schools have limited resources, and parents, working long hours in the fields, have little time to support their children's reading habits. This not only affects the children's imagination, but also their access to knowledge, their ability to dream, and their chance to build a different future. The children here have a lot of creativity, but few opportunities to explore it. If they had more books and reading spaces, they could express themselves better, imagine more, and learn in different ways. Faced with this reality, a simple yet transformative idea was born: the Bibliotecas Móviles maker, a proposal that unites reading and creativity on the move. Tricycles that bring physical books and kits of materials to the most remote villages. Children not only read stories, but transform them into models, comics, puppets, or small plays. Each reader leaves their mark: an illustration, a message, or an object that will accompany the next child on their reading journey. I enjoyed reading the story about the tiger. Then I made a tiger out of modeling clay. Now I'm going to show it to my friends. The Bibliotecas Móviles maker travel dirt roads, cross improvised bridges, and reach places where books rarely arrive. At every stop, magic is ignited. Children gather, choose a story, and discover that reading is not just looking at words on a page. It's about building worlds, inventing characters, and reimagining endings. Before, my children hardly read because we didn't have books. Now they eagerly await the arrival of the bicycle with stories. Each visit becomes a community maker workshop. Children build, paint, play, and invent. The book stops being a static object and becomes a spark for creation. Through oral storytelling, theater, and crafts, children develop new ways to learn and express themselves. In this way, reading becomes a living and collective experience. The model is simple and sustainable. Each child who receives a book leaves something for the next reader: an idea, a drawing, a phrase. In this way, the library not only lends books, but builds a chain of collective creativity. Each book travels with the marks of the children who read it before, creating a bridge between readers and generations. The changes are already visible. Children read more, express themselves better, and invent stories. Families participate with pride. Teachers discover new tools to motivate their students. The community is rediscovering the value of reading and creativity as engines for development. What started with a tricycle and a few donated books has become a cultural movement. When I see my son read and make a doll from what he read, it fills me with hope. He didn't have that enthusiasm before. Las Bibliotecas Móviles maker contribuyen directamente a los objetivos de desarrollo sostenible. Garantizan educación de calidad en zonas rurales, ODS 4. Reducen desigualdades de acceso al conocimiento, ODS 10. Y fortalecen la construcción de comunidades sostenibles y participativas, ODS 11. This pilot experience in Cabrera has the potential to be replicated in many rural municipalities across Colombia. With more allies, more volunteers, and more books, we can bring this spark of creativity to hundreds of children. Each tricycle, each mobile library, is a seed of change that transforms lives. The Bibliotecas Móviles maker are more than just a project. They are a bridge between reading and imagination. A way to show that books can travel, that stories can transform, that every child has the power to create. In Cabrera, Santander, today's stories are not only read, they are lived, built, and shared. Bibliotecas Móviles maker. Stories that travel and transform.